Western Railway service to Woking, calling at Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Surbiton, Esher, Hersham, Norton-on-Thames, Weybridge, Byfleet and Newport, West Byfleet and Woking. This train has 8 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Platform 7 for the South Western Railway service to London Waterloo. Calling at London Waterloo only. This train has 8 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 8 is the 10:58 South Western Railway service to Dorking, calling at Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, Motspur Park, Worcester Park, Stoneleigh, Newell West, Epsom, Ashfield, Leatherhead and Dorking. This train has 10 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 3 is the 10:56 South Western Railway service to Weybridge via Hounslow, calling at Queenstown Road, Clapham Junction, Wandsworth Town, Putney, Barnes Bridge, Chiswick, Kew Bridge, Brentford, Syon Lane, Isleworth, Hounslow, Feltham, Ashford Surrey, Staines, Egham, Virginia Water, Chertsey, Addlestone and Weybridge. This train has 5 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Platform 7 for the South Western Railway service to London Waterloo. Calling at London Waterloo only. This train has 8 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Platform 8 for the 11:01 South Western Railway service to Strawberry Hill, calling at Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, New Malden, Norbiton, Kingston, Hampton Wick, Teddington and Strawberry Hill. This train has 10 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
The next train to leave platform 2 is the South Western Railway service to London Waterloo, calling at London Waterloo only. This train has 5 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Platform 8 for the 11:07 South Western Railway service to Guildford via Cobham and Stoke Davenant, calling at Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Surbiton, Hitchley Wood, Claygate, Oxshott, Cobham and Stoke Davenant, Effingham Junction, Horsley, Clarendon, London Road Guildford and Guildford. This train has 10 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 7 is the South Western Railway service to London Waterloo, calling at London Waterloo only. This train has 8 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 8 is the 11:10 South Western Railway service to Hampton Court, calling at Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, New Malden, Berrylands, Surbiton, Thames Ditton and Hampton Court. This train has 10 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 4 is the 11:11 South Western Railway service to Hounslow, calling at Queenstown Road, Clapham Junction, Wandsworth Town, Putney, Barnes, Barnes Bridge, Chiswick, Kew Bridge, Brentford, Sime Lane, Isleworth, and Hounslow. This train has 10 carriages. Some stations have short platforms. If you are travelling to Sime Lane or Hounslow, you will need to travel in the front 8 carriages of the train. If you are travelling to Isleworth, you will need to travel in the front 7 carriages of the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 8 is the 11:13 South Western Railway service to Guildford via Epsom, calling at Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, Motspur Park, Worcester Park, Stoneleigh, Ewell West, Epsom, Ashted, Leatherhead, Bookham, Effingham Junction, Horsley, Clarendon, London Road Guildford, and Guildford. This train has 8 carriages. Platform 8 for the 11:16 South Western Railway service to Shepperton via Wimbledon, calling at Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, New Malden, Norbiton, Kingston, Hampton Wick, Teddington, Fulwell, Hampton, Campden Park, Sunbury, Upper Halliford, and Shepperton. This train has 8 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 3 is the 11:19 South Western Railway service to Hounslow, calling at Queenstown Road, Clapham Junction, Wandsworth Town, Putney, Barnes, Mortlake, North Sheen, Richmond, St Margaret's, Twickenham, Whitton, and Hounslow. This train has 10 carriages. Some stations have short platforms. If you are travelling to Hounslow, you will need to travel in the front 8 carriages of the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 8 is the 11:21 South Western Railway service to Chessington South, calling at Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, Motspur Park, Malden Manor, Tolworth, Chessington North, and Chessington South. This train has 10 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 7 is the South Western Railway service to London Waterloo, calling at London Waterloo only. This train has 8 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Platform 8 for the 11:24 South Western Railway service to Woking, calling at Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Surbiton, Esher, Hersham, Water-on-Thames, Weybridge, Byfleet and Newhall, West Byfleet, and Woking. This train has 10 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Platform 3 for the 11:26 South Western Railway service to Weybridge via Hounslow, calling at Queenstown Road, Clapham Junction, Wandsworth Town, Putney, Barnes, Barnes Bridge, Chiswick, Kew Bridge, Brentford, Sime Lane, Isleworth, Hounslow, Feltham, Ashford Surrey, Staines, Egham, Virginia Water, Chertsey, Addlestone, and Weybridge. This train has 5 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Platform 8 for the 11:28 South Western Railway service to Dorking. Calling at Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, Motspur Park, Worcester Park, Stoneleigh, Ewell West, Epsom, Ashtoad, Leatherhead and Dorking. This train has 8 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 8 is the 11:31 South Western Railway service to Strawberry Hill. Calling at Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, New Malden, Moulton, Kingston, Hampton Court, Teddington and Strawberry Hill. This train has 10 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Platform 8 for the 11:40 South Western Railway service to Hampton Court. Calling at Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, New Malden, Berrylands, Surbiton, Thames Ditton and Hampton Court. This train has 8 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Platform 3 for the 11:41 South Western Railway service to Hounslow. Calling at Queenstown Road, Clapham Junction, Wandsworth Town, Putney, Barnes, Barnes Bridge, Chiswick, Kew Bridge, Brentford, Syon Lane, Isleworth and Hounslow. This train has 10 carriages. Some stations have short platforms. If you are travelling to Syon Lane or Hounslow, you will need to travel in the front 8 carriages of the train. If you are travelling to Isleworth, you will need to travel in the front 7 carriages of the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Please buy a ticket before getting onto a train, otherwise you may have to pay a penalty fare.
The next train to leave platform 3 is the 11:49 South Western Railway service to Hounslow. Calling at Queenstown Road, Clapham Junction, Wandsworth Town, Putney, Barnes, Mortlake, North Sheen, Richmond, St Margaret's, Twickenham, Whittam and Hounslow. This train has 8 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 8 is the 11:51 South Western Railway service to Chessington South. Calling at Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, Motspur Park, Malden Manor, Tolworth, Chessington North and Chessington South. This train has 8 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
The next train to leave platform 2 is the South Western Railway service to London Waterloo. Calling at London Waterloo only. This train has 10 carriages.
Please mind the gap between